You really think you're going to live to 90, huh? And you're going to prepare your retirement based on that. Let's dive into some numbers here. Whoa, okay, Loudy, you got your toy? Come on over, Rover. Everyone wants to see the Rover. All right, so let's. So here's the issue. That toy's bigger than you, Pablo. Pablo's got this huge toy, one of Finney's Chew toys, and Pablo's like 15 pounds and Finney's like 70 pounds. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. All right. So one of the issues is that we default in right capital to live to age 90. All right. So if you're 65, that's 25 years of retirement. If you're 60, that's 30 years of retirement. That's fine. I got no qualm with that. I'm telling you, though. I'm telling you. I got no qualm in making that as a default. That's a very aggressive assumption that you're going to live that long. Which means we need the money to cover that long to have a, quote, successful retirement. What's the likelihood of that happening? Well, let's dive into numbers here. So first thing I looked at, here's, what's this, from JP Morgan? Yeah, this is a freaking great thing, JP Morgan. I love this. Every year they do this guide to retirement. It freaking crushes, dude. So cool on you, JP Morgan. Jamie Dimon sucks, but JP Morgan, this right here is fantastic. All right. So they're saying if you're 65 today, the probability of a woman who is a non-smoker in excellent health, living until she's 85, is, let's see, what's that light purple thing? Basically, I'm not sure. It's 57%. I can't tell. But it's a woman right there. No, right there. So the average woman, 57%, live until she's 85. So that's 20 years. And if she's in excellent health, it's 72% if she doesn't smoke. All right. All right, that's good. 20 years. That's not 30 years, but 20 years. Again, that's someone 65 today. A man who's just a good old-fashioned, blue-blooded American man, so less than 50% live until 85. All right, so if you're a man 65 years old, it's less than 50%. Now, if you're in excellent health and you don't smoke a carton of Cools, it's 63%. That's just, again, 20 years if you're 65 today. So again, we're saying what's the life expectancy of living until 85? For a man, it's 45. For a woman, it's 57. If they're in excellent health and don't smoke, it goes to 63 and 72%. All right, my wife just texted me. Now, if you're married, what's the likelihood of, let me just text her back real quick. If you're married and you're 65, both y'all are 65, and you're just a regular, good old-fashioned, red-blooded American, Charlotte and Josh, now she's 4 years younger, but anyway, we'll just presume we're both 65. There's 76%, 76% likelihood that one of you guys are going to live until you're 85, all right? So that's pretty high. That, again, if you're healthy, though, is 90%. One of y'all are going to live to your 95. Most likely it's going to be Charlotte, not your old buddy Josh. All right, so now, though, if we're, what's this last one here? I'm not even sure what that last one is. Hold on a second. If you both live until 85, 25% of you guys will both live till 85. And if you don't smoke a carton of Cools, 46%. All right, either way. So you can see that's till 85. So again, that's 20 years if you're 65 today. All right, we're planning for a 30-year retirement. We're 65 today. What's the likelihood we live till 95? All right, I take some significant issue with this. Here, a woman's likelihood if she's 65 today, living for another 30 years, is 14%. A man is 8%, so not very likely. And a woman is 31% if she's healthy and doesn't smoke, and a man is 22%. The likelihood of a 65-year-old couple, one of y'all live until you're 95, is 46% if you don't smoke. All right. Now, I want to show you something. Can I make this bigger? Hold on a sec. I want to show you the absurdity of this. Average life expectancy at age 65. In 1990, a woman's life expectancy at age 65 was 84. In 2021, 31 years later, it went to 84.5. Yeah, and this doesn't take in 2022 with the pandemic. I dare not say it out loud. A man went from 80 to 82. All right, so that's great. I mean, nothing big there, but that's so. But now they're saying in 2090, it's gonna go to 89.4, the average life expectancy for a woman, and 87.2. All right, what's that based on? It's just based. No one knows. Like increasing health stuff. That's what they're going to say. The increasing medicine, modern technology, this whole thing's stupid. So I said, let's take a gander, shall we? What's the percentage U.S. population residents of U.S. 85 or older today? All right, so here we go here. We're looking at Moody's Analytics, and this is that clown. Who's the guy of Moody's Analytics? I can't remember. He's just not a good economist. But anyway, I don't have any. What's that guy's name from Moody's Analytics? He's always just a big lib. But anyway, I came up with this. I thought this was pretty interesting nonetheless. All right. So using Census Bureau data, they're saying this is interesting. So again, I want to point out this is what they're saying. As we progress into this century, that people are going to live longer is their expectations. All right. And even though over the last 30 years, women have only increased their life expectancy by 0.5 and men by 2 years. If we take 2 years divided by 80, so 2 divided by 80, that's a 2.5% increase in life expectancy over 31 years. Not that big of a deal. Women 0.5 divided by 84. That's a 0.5% increase in life expectancy. And basically 0.6 is what it is. All right, so not a huge issue. But in the next 70 years, Josh, trust us, modern medicine is going to take over. And if you believe that, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you. But anyway, BSMA. So here we go. The population of U.S. residents 85 and older in 2008. All right, this is the increase in the population. 2008 was our base. So we had 53. That's in thousands. So we go from 2008 to 2009. We had 5,195,000. So you put, and that's in thousands, whatever that is. So 5,000. Well, let me just do it. 5,195 times 1,000 equals. We have 5 million people over the age of 85 in 2008. We had 5.3 million people, 5.5 million people, 5.69 million people, 5.8 million people, 5.99 million people, 6.1 million people, 6.2 million people, 6.3 million people, 6.4 million people, 6.5 million people, 6.5, almost 6 million people, 6.658. Wow, that's kind of weird. So the number of people who are 85 and older is certainly growing from 5.3 million to 6.658 million. So that's 6,658 minus 5,367 divided by 5,367. So it's grown by 24%. The number of people 85 and older has grown by 24% in 11 years. But, and this is what this right here is, the change. You see what's happening? Can you see what's happening though? The flattening of the acceleration. So the change right here is 3.3%, 3.28, 2.78, 2.94, 2.19, 2.33, 2.12, 1.91, 1.35, 1.07, 0.94, 0.89. Huh. So it's a decelerating graph. What decelerate means is still growing, but it's growing at a lower and lower level all the time. So it's going like that. That's called deceleration. That's what's happening. That doesn't say to me at all that, oh my goodness, going back to JP Morgan's thing, the evidence is right here. This is all based on speculation of some profound cure to cancer. Dude, we already know how to cure cancer. You know they know how to do that. They just don't want to tell it because cancer is very profitable. 100%. There's a cure for cancer out there, freaking guaranteed. There's a guarantee there's unlimited energy out there. They just don't want anyone to know because it's profitable, man, profitable. Keeping people sick is very expensive, very profitable for healthcare industry. 100%. Now that doesn't mean your local doctor knows a cure for cancer. It doesn't mean your local gas station guy knows the unlimited energy. But this stuff, I know it's out there. Like, can I prove it? No. But come on, man. Jeez. We have all this fancy schmancy good time rock and roll stuff, and yet we can't find a cure for the freaking common cold. Give me a break. All right, you know it's out there. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it is what it is. You don't have access to a cure for cancer. I don't have access to a cure for cancer. You don't have access to unlimited energy. I don't have access to unlimited energy. So we have to live in the world we're living in. But this decelerating graph on the growth of people 85 and older. Wait. The baby boomers, Josh. The last baby boomer was born in 1964. 2023 minus, 2023 minus 1964. 59 years old today. All right, so the first baby boomer was what, 46, I think? Yeah, my mom was born in 1946. 2023 minus 1946. So that's 77. So are the baby boomers, there's going to be a massive amount more people living to 85. But is there any evidence at all to suggest the acceleration will, because we have deceleration here, the acceleration is going to go exponentially as opposed to this? Why would you say that? Why would you say there's going to be an acceleration of the growth of the baby boomers? There's going to be more growth of people 85 and older inherently because there's the baby boomer population is coming up here. But why would you say the actual percentage of change is going to go that much higher in terms of how many people are hitting 85? Where's the evidence of that? How come it's not here already? Why are the silent generation not living that much longer? Do they not have access to the same health care? Of course they do. Of course they do. In fact, I would argue that the health care that the silent generation has is going to be probably superior to the baby boomers because single payers. It's not a single payer. The government doesn't control everything. It is single payer. The government has all the access to the paying the bills for essentially. That people don't understand. Single payer. What single payer means is the government pays all the bills. That's a fascistic thing. You can have private insurance, but the government's paying all the bills. So do you literally think that with this deceleration right here, that's going to change just because the baby boomers come in? Why would more people live until they're 85 and 90? What methods are out there to make this happen? What grand freaking scheme of healthcare has changed to get the silent generation who are dying off? Well, they're not growing their numbers by any accelerating. It's decelerating. Why would that change for the baby boomers? When we all know that the baby boomers have different sets of issues. Lots more taken. They had more processed foods. They've had more jabs. They have a lot more just kind of heavy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't smoke as much, but they probably do, frankly. But there's a lot more just bad stuff in our environment than there was for the silent generation. So why would you sit there and say this is legitimate? This is all speculation. It could happen. But even that, the average life expectancy is only 89 for women. That's in 2090. We're talking someone who's 65 years old. And the point being is, when I run these plans, I sit there and say, okay, I had a lady I was talking to the other day, and she was going to, we had her live until 95. This isn't to say none of you guys are going to live that long. I every time I do a video like this, people say, Mom, I get it. Some people do live till 100. I guarantee you. That's a fact. What I'm trying to say is if your financial plan has you live until 95 and you have a 57% probability of success and you're 65 today or 60, and then you say, well, what if I live until I'm 92 and it goes from 57% probability of success to 83% probability of success? What? I just take the W. Say, yeah, that's pretty good. I'll be content with that. I'll be content. If I'm 92 and I've, quote, run out of money, which you, come on, man. Just people know how to tighten their belts when things go south. If I'm 92 and I've run out of money, then, okay, that sucks, but I still have Social Security. I still got my house. But I'm 92. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade in a couple extra years of my free time when I'm young and healthy and sprite to have more of a chance when I'm 95 that I still have adequate assets to cover my bills. Well, I don't understand that mentality. I don't get it. Dude, you're not going to be 62 much longer, all right? You're not going to be 60. You only have so many years. The likelihood of you surviving until you're 92 to 93 to 94 to 95 is minimal. Some people do. I completely grant you that. The vast, vast, vast majority don't. So why plan? I'm not saying you don't have to plan. You can plan your life. I don't care. But why, say, oh my goodness, my retirement plan says I have a 57% probability of success. I hate my job. I'm getting fat. I'm getting stressed. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to keep at it for a couple more years because I want to get it up to 92%. When if you just slide back the life expectancy, you'd be successful. Anyway, love your thoughts. Again, we don't know. No one knows nothing. I just sit there and say, life expectancy's dropped, right? You can argue because of COVID, that's fine. I actually challenge that. I think life expectancy is dropping because of stress. I truly believe. Warren Buffett said it best, and I'm not a big fan of Warren Buffett, but he said, what happens is he eats Dairy Queen and McDonald's and drinks 5 Cokes a day. He goes, I like this. And happiness leads to longevity. Stress destroys longevity. And he didn't say the stress part, but I'm adding it in there. Stress. That's why I gotta get you a little Pablo. Relieve the stress. Stress destroys longevity. Happiness and contentment adds to it. So Warren Buffett, 91 or 92, drinking 5 Cokes a day, eating ice cream, going to McDonald's. And Charlie Munger is 99, who eats worse than Warren does, said Warren Buffett. Why? Because they have a contented life. Now, look, are they anything going on up there that's not up to any good? I don't know. But what I'm just trying to say is contentment is longevity. Stress is not. Watch your stress level, man. All right, love your thoughts. We'll see you.